Straight ahead, the world premiere of Valerian Smith's work in progress, a Christmas opera, Creole Baby, on a holiday edition of Folks. Hello everyone, I'm Sonya Masingale, and welcome to a holiday season edition of Folks. Over 100 years ago on a plantation near Baton Rouge, a baby was born, a Creole baby, to a slave woman and the son of a plantation owner. That baby would grow up to father many, many children and become the ancestor of one of our local residents. He would inherit some of his father's possession and land, and it's a true story and the premise of Dr. Valerian Smith's work in progress, a Christmas opera, a Creole Baby. I'd like to welcome Dr. Smith to Folks. Welcome. We're glad to have you back with us again.
Happy to be here.
Tell us a little bit more about Creole Baby and its origins.
Creole Baby is a musical which will be about a Creole baby being born, and somehow or another this represents the amalgamation of what happened just after the Civil War. We go back 120 years, incidentally, to the year 1864, the Christmas season, the last year of the Civil War. In and around Baton Rouge and New Orleans, it was occupied by the Union forces. And they were trying to celebrate Christmas as much as they could. And the storyline is that they're in this house, this plantation, across the river in the little town of Chamberlain. This house slave girl is about to deliver a baby. And her, it comes on Christmas Day. And it makes for a very nice Christmas story because the father of the child is the slave master who is off fighting the Civil War. And he happens to be killed in the Battle of Nashville. And this is his only heir, which is born to this slave girl. And somehow or another, as I say, this represents the New South. And of course, this story is based in fact. Well, the characters' names and some of the characters are, in fact, yes, because these are some of my children's ancestors in this area. And why is it important, do you think, for them to, for us to have this type of story? I mean, some people might reject the idea of the son of a slave woman and a plantation owner being a... Well, I think it's important because if you ask most black people in this country, they say, well, I'm Negro or Afro-American, whatever it is. But we're not just that. I happen to be Anglo, I happen to be Negro, I happen to be Cherokee. And my children are the same, except they have the French in them, which came from their mother's side. And I think it's important that when they ask you, well, what are you, what is your nationality, which is often asked on applications and everything else. Well, from now on, I'm not going to say just black or Negro. I'm going to say I'm Negro, Anglo, Cherokee. And somehow or another, it represents the melting pot in this country, how everything has come together. And it is going to be the salvation of this country. And many people in this country are Creoles, because Creole, as I understand, is a custom which comes about. When you hang on to the mores and the customs and the things that come from your birth from both sides, then they call you Creole. So fine, there are many Creoles in this part of the country. So the story is a coming together of the cultures and the races, as actually making the opera happen is a bringing together of various community members, both black and white. Right. And hopefully, ultimately, this is going to lead to a production with the Baton Rouge Opera, I understand? Well, I don't know. I don't think Baton Rouge Opera actually started this because they asked me to do a Christmas piece, which they could not do because of financial problems. But I don't know who will do it. Maybe the Houston Opera will do it. There's quite a bit of interest in this, and we have a gentleman who is the music director of Baton Rouge Opera who is interested in doing it either in Minneapolis or Seattle, and wherever it's done, it will be done. Hopefully for next season, it'll be complete enough to be done for public television. So today, without costumes, a work in progress. Would you set up the first scene for us and the first round of music? All right, the first scene we will have will be a song which is sung by the daughter on this plantation. Her name is Dawn Duvall. Dawn's husband has gone off to fight the war. She has a daughter, and her mother lives in this house, and there's an old slave who lives in this house who has been there for generations. He knows everything and sees everything, and his name is Uncle Bo. So Dawn is very much, she's lamenting the fact that her husband is off in the war, and she sings a song, you know, a heart which, when the love is gone and what happens to her. It's quite a love song, and Uncle Bo comes in to advise her and say that no, he's really not gone. He's still here with you because he's in your heart.
And we also have an appearance from the husband in memory, so to speak.
Yes, the husband who's off, he is in this song. He has to join this and make it a trio. Okay. So it makes for, I think, a very moving experience, just to feel what this girl feels when her husband has gone off to war. And this happens to, how many wars have we been through? And whenever lovers leave going to war, it's the feeling that always happens.
So here we go, a trio. Oh, How Your Heart Cries.
Oh, how your heart cries when love goes away and leaves you. How it grieves you, makes my heart feel sad for the love I had. I think about the times we touched, the times we were together when we were lovers. I think of times we touched. I think of times we loved. I think about the time. In every heart there are feelings. In every heart there are dreams. In every heart there's a love song waiting there to sing. Oh, your heart cries. In every heart there is passion. In every heart there is love. In every heart there is sunshine. Always there is love. When love goes away, you think he's gone. Yes, he is gone. No, he's not gone. Yes, he is gone. Always near. Wish he were here. Always near. Wish he were here. As long as he's on my mind. He's on your side. Then you can see. He's always there. He's on your mind. Yes, I feel his
That was quite beautiful. Oh, How Your Heart Cries.
Thank you.
Just beautiful.
I wrote it from my heart.
I can tell. Now, the next song that we're about to hear is I Could Kill.
I Could Kill.
And
yes.
Human Treason. Explain just a
Yes.
little bit about the premise of this one. Set the scene for us.
I should say I was in the Korean crisis, they called it, or police action. It was a war. I saw many people die, killed. There are people who can kill. And somehow or another, this character who is a bit not quite all there, not playing with a full deck, a bit demented, he says they won't let him go off to fight. He says, I could kill, I could kill. And Uncle Bo comes again, and Uncle Bo says to him that war is human treason. War, killing is never in season. Uncle Bo is more or less trying to calm him down, but this character wants to kill because he is living in Dixie and he wants to kill himself someone, which is a hurting thing because there are people who are like that, which goes against the grain of everything we're taught with our upbringing. If we're raised in any church, killing is not a part of it.
A little bit more about this character. Is this one of the sons of the family?
Yes, this is a son. This is one of the sons. There are two sons in this family. One has gone off to fight the war. The other son cannot go to war. And he's disturbed about that. And neither one of them have any children. I think that's important. The one who is off fighting the war does get killed, unfortunately. And there are no heirs, of course, except this baby about to be born to this slave girl.
That is his.
That is his child. That's the Creole baby being born.
So we've set the scene for the next song, I Could Kill, and Human Treason.
They would not let me go off to war. They would not let me fight. But I could fight. I could fight. If they would give me a gun, then I would show them how. I could kill. I could kill. For Dixieland, where I was born, I will kill. In Dixieland, I'll take my stand. I will kill. If they will give me a gun, then I will show them how. I will kill. Nobody wins the fight. I will kill. No matter who's wrong or right. No matter what side you choose, everyone will lose. Nobody wins the fight. Whatever the fight is for, nobody wins at war. Living is ever in season. War is human treason. Nobody wins the war. There should be peace on earth. I could kill. There should be peace, not war. I could kill.
That was a very powerful song, very moving as well. Now, this next song is a solo, and it's sung by Hetty.
Yes, the character Hetty.
And who is Hetty?
Hetty is this slave girl who lives in the house. You see, house slaves were pretty well educated, and they learned crafts. And Hetty, living in the house, of course, has this relationship with this gentleman, Mr. Duval, who's gone off to war. She's just one of the house slaves.
And she's expecting.
Expecting this child, which she will deliver on Christmas Day, a Christmas birth.
All right, a work in progress. And she's singing,
I'm so sorry you came into my life.
I'm So Sorry by Hetty.
I'm so sorry you came into my life. You gave me such a beautiful part of you. You gave me the loving love of you. You gave to me your love song. You gave yourself to me. You made my love to be yours. A love I would not have known I had to give. A love without you that would never have lived. But now you are gone. Now you are gone. I'm so sorry you came into my life. I would not shed these tears. I would not know these fears had you never touched my life. The best part of me would never have lived had you never come into my life.
That was quite a song. Now, the next song is a combination of secular and church music, if I'm not mistaken. Tell us something about this one.
Yes, it is. It's an Ave Maria, a new Ave Maria. Bach and Bruno and Schubert have written Ave Maria, but Valerian Smith has written Ave Maria. And it's what this son thinks about, this Duval man thinks about. His name is Philippe Duval. I decided to name him Philippe. He thinks about his mother when he's killed in the Battle of Nashville. Being a young man in his late teens, that is the one true love of his life. And he doesn't think of the Ave Maria as a sacred song. He thinks of the secular. He thinks of his mother and her grief that she's going to have because of his death. Yeah, the only son that is sane, that is all there. And so he sings this song, Ave Maria, and the voices will sing, of course, the sacred Ave Maria, but he's doing the secular, thinking about his earthly mother.
So a combination of earth and heaven.
Yes.
The Ave Maria.
My mother, I cry, it grieves me. Ah, it grieves me when I think about how she'll grieve for me. You carried me still releasing love unceasing. Oh, led me until I was gone. Always demanding and understanding, I was not your love. Always endeavor
That sends chills up and down my spine. The Ave Maria was very beautiful. Now we move to our grand finale of the day. I understand there's a solo and a chorus. So now you'll have to help us set up this scene and tell us what would be going on in the opera at this point.
Well, this is the mother who really sets the mood when the musical will finally be done. She sets the mood of Christmas on the Bayou, which is different from Christmas in most places. I mean, you know, you have the poinsettia trees, you have the magnolia. There's a lot of greenery still in Louisiana during Christmas. So she sets that mood. She sings about what Christmas was before it was occupied by the Union soldiers, and she sings this song, Christmas on the Bayou.
But I understand in this song, in the libretto, so to speak, of the opera, the musical, the mother resists the idea of this child being for her son. But in this scene, she will acknowledge that the Creole baby comes to brighten the Christmas day.
Yes. She resents the fact that that this is her son's child. She doesn't want to believe that. She doesn't want to think that. But once she sees the child and she realizes this child has her son's eyes and her son's features, which are also her features and her eyes, and she realizes that this truly is her grandchild, then she says, oh my goodness, and she couldn't resist, which is typical of a grandmother. And the second part of this goes into the joy of Christmas. And the choir will sing, or the group will sing, the Creole Baby is Born, and the music will go from something that sounds almost like Italian classical to black gospel, which is another case of what has happened in this country, the melting pot, these art forms, these things that come together. The musically it comes together, spiritually it comes together, you know, with the food and the dance and everything else. So somehow or another, all that is in this piece. And she does set this mood when she says, Christmas on the Bayou, and then into a Creole Baby Born.
Celebration. So our grand finale for today, Christmas on the Bayou, followed by Creole Baby Born.
Christmas on the Bayou, where there's peace on earth, such a quiet feeling. Celebrate the birth. Christmas on the Bayou, we use treasures from the earth and make gifts for our loved ones to celebrate the birth. Cypress and magnolia trees dressed with hanging moss that clings. Peaceful sounds of the bayou singing glory to the King. Christmas on the bayou in the silent night. Welcome, Creole baby, to make our Christmas bright.
Go tell it, a Creole baby born. Go tell it, a Creole baby born. Go tell it, a Creole baby born. Go tell it, go tell it, a Creole baby
our grand finale for today. Dr. Smith, I want to thank you so much for bringing your music, your work in progress, A Creole Baby. Your wonderful cast and musicians were just excellent. I think A Creole Baby is going to be a big hit.
I think it's going to be one of the great musicals of the decade. It's terrible to say, but the force is writing it through me. I think we're coming up with a wonderful piece.
And you're still working on it.
Still working on it.
Even as we record today.
Indeed. Still writing music and lyrics and the book, yes.
Well, hopefully we'll be here, same place next year for the final production. Thank you again. And thank you for joining us. A Merry Christmas to you and yours. A happy holiday season. Be safe. Bye-bye.